Welcome back. This is our video solution for problem 7 from Superquiz 3. Here we're asked to find the Taylor polynomial for the sine function, in fact the third order Taylor polynomial for the sine function centered at pi over 4. So we're given the formula for the Taylor polynomial, so let me write that down for us. So if we're looking for the kth order, then this would be t sub k. Since this is the third order, right, then this will be t sub 3. And this is going to be a sum. N will go from 0 up to, in this case, 3. And then first let's write down the polynomial portion of this, right? So you have x, and it's going to get raised to the nth power. But the center is not 0. The center here is pi over 4. So we need to shift by pi over 4. So we get x minus pi over 4 to the nth power. And now we want the coefficient. So we will always have divided by n factorial. And in the numerator, we're going to get the nth derivative of the function. So in this case, our function is sine of x. So that's our f. And we want to evaluate this at the center. All right, the center here is pi over 4. All right, so just a quick reminder, when we write things like fn, okay, we mean by this the nth derivative of f. All right, with the special caveat that if we take the 0th derivative, this is just equal to f. All right, so let's make a table, right? Because, I mean, everything in here is very well prescribed except for, right, we need to actually work out what the nth derivatives are and evaluate at pi over 4. So let's see. So n could be 0 or 1, 2, or 3. And let's work out the different derivatives. All right, so what is fn of x? Well, when n is 0, that's where we say it's just the original function, which is sine of x. All right, next, when n is 1, that means we're taking a derivative of sine of x. Okay, that's just cosine of x. Now we take a second derivative. That'll be negative sine of x. And a third derivative will be negative cosine of x. Okay, but we don't want it at x. We want it at pi over 4, right? Which, by the way, remember, this does not mean take the derivative and multiply it by pi over 4. This means you evaluate the nth derivative at the value pi over 4. All right, so I'm going to compute each of these at pi over 4. So sine of pi over 4 is root 2 over 2. And hey, wait, cosine of pi over 4, that's also root 2 over 2. Okay, well, once I have the first two, the second two are the same, just with a negative in front. So negative root 2 over 2 and negative root 2 over 2. All right, so now we can put together our third order Taylor polynomial. So we're going to have a component for each n between 0 and 3. So let's see here. So when n is 0, we get that our numerator is going to be root 2 over 2. We divide by 0 factorial, which is 1. And we multiply by x minus pi over 4 to the 0. Okay, well, that's just 1 also. So actually, it's just root 2 over 2. That's our constant term. Okay, now we go to the linear term, n equals 1. Well, again, the numerator is root 2 over 2, and we're going to divide by 1 factorial. Okay, that's just 1. So root 2 over 2 times, now we do x minus pi over 4. We raise it to the first power. Okay, so nothing else to write. Now we go to the quadratic term when n equals 2. So now we have negative root 2 over 2 divided by 2 factorial. Well, 2 factorial is 2, so this will be negative 2 over 4 times x minus pi over 4 squared. And finally, the cubic piece, so when n equals 3, again, our numerator is negative root 2 over 2. We're going to divide by 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6. So this will become negative root 2 over 6 times 2 is 12. So negative root 2 over 12 times x minus pi over 4 to the third power. And that is our third order Taylor polynomial for sine of x centered at pi over 4.